Welcome to the tutorial for WISL Tree Report Generator. The Tree Report Generator offers facilities to select records and customize the graphical display to focus and enhance information for the end user. The Tree Report Generator is typically utilized by customer information coordinators or key end users. The initial step in the procedure is to select an application from the Select Application drop-down. And for demonstration purposes, we're going to select Sales. Upon selection of the application, the data file drop-down list is populated with the names of the data files previously generated in the Tree File Generator. We select 2013 May. After selection of the desired data file, the desired tree is selected from the existing trees drop-down list, which is populated with a tree corresponding to the file selected and a list of trees previously created in the Tree Report Generator using that file. To the right of each tree in the list is a date and time that it was created or last regenerated. We select the tree that directly corresponds to our selected file. Once the desired tree is selected, the specification box is populated and update of the specifications may begin. The description button may be selected to confirm from the information provided that the correct tree has been selected. In this case it says sales for month, and obviously that's for the month of May. The descriptive text may be modified if necessary, unless it is a tree generated automatically in the tree generation process, such as in this case where the regenerate button in the command is grayed out, as you can see below. Trees generated automatically in the Tree File Generator may not be modified, that is, regenerated. Instead, a new tree may be created using the grayed button and subsequently regenerated as desired. Initially, we will view the tree using the saved values of the parameters by selecting the View button. Now you'll notice here that the vertical scroll has some significant give in it, and that indicates that, of course, because it's set on the top, that much of the bottom line of images is obscured, and in order to see that more comfortably, we can hide the header, and then you can see by using the scroll button that we can scroll along and see all levels of the tree quite comfortably. Now, this displays all sales for all stores for the month of May 2013. To narrow the focus of our display, we can define selection criteria on the specifications page. To return to the specifications page, we select the tree specifications link beside the show button. Our specific interest is to inquire about sales of items in the 3,000 range of classes, that is general merchandise, for the first 2 weeks of May 2013 in Store 1, the bookstore. Hence, we will code the specifications accordingly. First, we select 1, the bookstore, in the store drop-down list. Next, we select the first item, that is, in the 3,000 range. Scroll down to the last one. With the Shift button, we select the whole group. And last, we want to specify the start date and the end date as May 1st and May 15th respectively. As it's easier for me to change rather than enter from scratch, I click on the today. It fills it with today's date, and then I change it accordingly to May 1st and May 15th. Now that completes our selections, so what we're going to do next is hit the create button to save this. Now it's asking us for a suffix, and what we want to do here is we want to give it a name that will help the people that are looking at the list identify it. So what we're going to do is use our own little coding mechanism and say S1 for store 1, and we'll use an underscore here to add these little items together. Store 1 GM, then we're going to look for general merchandise stuff, and then another underscore, and then the first date of the May, which is 1_15. So that's going to be our suffix to identify our tree in the list. And of course it makes sure that we really do want to create this list. And so what it does, upon entering that suffix, we're taken directly to the tree display page, where clicking the hide button again will allow us to see that the tree has been compressed significantly by providing only for the data that's for store 1 within the specified period. So it's a much more manageable tree. Clicking on the show button brings us back to the heading, and which includes a couple of key display adjustment features. To sharpen the focus further, we can, with the level specification, indicate that we want to go up to level 2. And what that does is it removes the subclass level, and thereby compressing the tree even further to allow us to focus more on the actual classes. Now, if we want to go even further, we can try the zoom. Like say we're trying to get the thing on one viewable page here, and you notice at 80% we just about accomplished that. So we'll give her one more level, 70%, and look at that, we got her right on the one, all on one page, and we can see everything very comfortably. Note that at any point we can click on an object, say class 3100, and get the detail of the information there, indicating in this case, you get an idea from how big the object is, but this gives you the very detailed information of how much 3200, class 3200 represents of the total store sales, which were a little over 50,000 for the month, for the first 15 days of the month. Note also that below the report title, up in the top left-hand corner, you can click on this box here and take a look at the detailed record selection that's included in this report. So if someone has any question, they can look and see exactly what was included in this particular report. At this point, we may decide that we would prefer to use a square as the object and maybe have some different colors to display our results. So what we have to do is, of course, return to using the tree specifications button back to our tree specifications page. First, we select in this shape drop down the square. And we also go to the color for the class ID, and we make it a little darker, because we don't like that bright red so much. We simply that's all we really want to do. So we're just sort of prettying up our display. So we then regenerate it. Make sure we in fact want to regenerate and not create another one. And boom, away we go. And we've retained our screen format that we laid out earlier. But instead of having the brighter red, we've got the darker red, and of course we have squares instead of circles. Now we're happy with that, so we'll switch on back to our specifications. Now we can modify the description here if we wish. And say GM 1 to 15 bookstore. And now the joy of this facility is that we're not dealing with paper and having to transfer information in that fashion, but rather if we click on send link here and allow our computer to do it, it will invoke your mailer, and then it will bring up normally your mail and also generate a new message for you to send. And what it has in this as a subject is the name of your tree that you've just created, and then down here in the body it has the link, so that when you send it to your buddy Brian over here, he will get this, put this into his browser, and away he goes to look at your tree after you've sent it, of course, to him. Just get back out of that, and you can from here create another tree from this, go back up and start with another file and create other trees. It's just recycling of what we've already done for different situations. This concludes the WISL Tree Report Generator tutorial.